6 weeks sketching, teaching. I thought I'd take and show just what a little bit I started. We left the States on 6 October. So the first place we went was Brussels. And so these are some really fast sketches. We had a lot of cool weather, a fair amount of rain, drizzles. Got away from the Southern California heat. Had a great time. Now, these are sketches. The tone on the paper here is something. I'm working on a stone paper mostly now. And so this is watercolor wash I put on the back of the thing. And then I'm working with both. I use carpenter's pencil. I use water-soluble graphite. And so let me show you some of the drawings here now. This was done. It's a little bit hard to see here. Let me reduce this down so you can get down to this head here. Okay, this drawing was done in actually Starbucks. But it was outside, and it was a big beer festival going on, or they were setting up for in the rain. And so as I started doing a point-to-point thing, I just start out with one spot, and I didn't know how long she was sitting there sketching. She's one of the students who was along with us. She came all the way from India. Okay. And this is my wife, Eleanor, down here sketching. But what I did with this is with water-soluble graphite. And I blocked her all in, although I didn't use much of the water on this drawing. And then once I got through her, she was still there. So then I took and I registered the background, what have you. So usually when I'm sketching, I'm taking and I use, when I'm traveling, I use 3 different sizes sketchbooks. This is the smaller one. I didn't carry this in my pocket. And here you can see the use of, I'm trying to take and develop a style of drawing. Working with this paper where I just put a few strokes down with the water-soluble graphite, and then I use the watercolor and water brush to just push the things around. So these are very quick sketches. Most of the time I'm taking, and these are, this one here is on a train onto Bruges, which is a great place. Okay, and we're probably going to try to go there some more. The other sketchbook size I use is taking and dealing with this. Here you can see the simplicity of the drawing. This is taking and doing, coming in, blocking it in very, very, very simple, very crowded. This was done actually here. This was done while having lunch. This is a very careful drawing of looking at the values and then talking and demonstrating. What I'm doing constantly as I'm teaching is I'm taking into. Okay, these are now in Vienna. We went from Bruges to Vienna, and so these are a lot of drawing and teaching in Vienna, which is a great place to go. We go there every year. Now, I've been doing this for 5, 6 years now, teaching classes in Vienna. And this last year I taught where we just came back from, I taught figure drawing and anatomy and a head painting class. Next year I'm going to be teaching a figure and anatomy again, but a figure painting class. So those are really a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's a great facility where I'm working. My classes, by the way, have just started again. Got back Sunday night. Vilppu Academy classes started Monday. So this is so there's still time if somebody wants to take and join on. The classes are going. We did the first week, so you could catch up pretty easily. I'm going to try to take and go through and be doing these streaming things maybe a couple times a week. These other drawings here, these were inside one of the churches in Brussels. Again, here outside. One of the things I do in taking and traveling, we go to the museums. And then I take and analyzing old masters. I usually do that all on my iPad. I take a photograph of a painting, and then I take and go sit down. And for the students, I'm going over and analyzing the compositions. This one here, I was taking and doing things. So already you can see this is the 11th September. So we've been going, again, more church drawing. It's great. It's very quiet. And a lot of these are things. Also, in Bruges, there's a marvelous water park. Well, it's really part of the city. It's just the streets in the old part of the city. And we had a really comfortable place where we were staying. So this is a drawing working with watercolor. I should take it back. Working with the pen and using the water brush, which creates the tone in here. Now, this is very much a basic technique of old masters type thing. Yesterday, I gave just an hour and a half discussion about using modern contemporary tools to take and use creating Renaissance type ideas, or I should say, emulating Renaissance approaches with modern tools. Now, constantly was traveling. This is a really unique pen. I just got this last week. It's amazing. You can dial the sensitivity of the tip. And just by rotating the thing that slides up can turn it into a very, very flexible point or a very, very stiff, rigid, fine point. These are marvelous things to draw with. And so as we take and go through these drawings, then you can see a variety of different types. Now, these were done again. This is in Bruges in the water park. We took a boat tour also, by the way, as we were going around through the city. Now, these are very, very, very quick. And standing and just taking and capturing the site. The places with horses, giving tours of the city. So these are type of drawings which you're taking and doing sketching. I teach this also in my online classes. So figure drawing, anatomy, head drawing, painting. It's particularly the head drawing. What I've been trying to do is to capture a lot of expressions. You can see in these drawings, it's the attitude of the figures. These are quick. These are like done at lunch during the Museum of Natural History. At the Natural History Museum, I teach animal drawing classes. And I do this in both Vienna, and I was doing this in Bruges. So we take and we draw, feeling the action, of course. My whole point is with the gesture. Let me show you one drawing I did here. I was in Stockholm, which was our last thing. These were a page of our last day in Stockholm. I was teaching at the Angry Birds studio, at a game studio. And so I was taking, it's called the Rovio studio. Okay, and these were 1 minute sketches, figure, and we started out during the day. We were doing some stuff with drapery, but I taught drawing there for 3 days. These are at the Natural History Museum there. This is in Stockholm. So anyway, just to give you an update on where I've been, what I've been doing, we've had a great time. Met a lot of really neat people. and created a lot of new friends and met a lot of old friends coming to meet us when we were traveling. Okay, so take care, everybody, and see you probably by the end of the week.